Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Flush to his right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here's McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Travis. And he'll find Hall. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Looking to throw. Travis. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Travis.
Got to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Off the play fake. Travis.
Look at the big man rumble. On the move past the 40. Big strides. Look at him go. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the clear. And they a scoop and score for the Vikings. Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
This one finds Wilson downfield. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
One more time with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action.
Rolling to his right.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Javon Kinlaw,
the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
This is 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Travis. Able to shake him off. Flushed out right. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
McCarthy off the play fake.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the Vikings first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now McCarthy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, McCarthy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Stick him with a pass. Here's McCarthy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Travis.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That is caught. It's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll run with Hall. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Operating from the gun, Travis.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And that one too wide and incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air with McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. This one brought in by Jefferson.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Partner, up in New England, they have a saying for this. Do your job. On 3rd and 2, your job is to get 2 yards, period. If you get more, that's great. But bottom line, pick up the first down and keep the sticks moving.
Throwing again, McCarthy. A check down here to Jones.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
In motion right, that's Wilson. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Mike Williams.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 8. On play action, now McCarthy.
On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good decision in the end. Run gets him 9 yards and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Looking to throw McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. to throw. McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Going right back to Wilson.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll run with Hall.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Mike Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Throwing is McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Up the middle, Jones. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Back to throw now on 1st down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. Calling a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now McCarthy.
The left side completion to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Buying time to his left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
On play action, McCarthy.
Sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this is going to be intercepted. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Off play action. Travis. His throw incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play, because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Travis.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Looking to throw. Travis. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. Travis.
This completes a Curley.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. Here comes 2nd down at 5. To the air with McCarthy. Pass complete. It's Hockenson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And plays like that show why Hockenson continues to be a consistent playmaker here in his 6th year in the NFL. He's finished with over 900 receiving yards in each of the last 2 seasons.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. To the air again, McCarthy.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Back to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And it's incomplete. Now there is 1 second remaining. So they'll have time here for one more play. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touch.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead, but ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, Maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
McCarthy operating from the gun. This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Past the 20. 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jack touchdown. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be down to just 1.